Creatives, how are you? Welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel, Build the Moomin House, Box 7, Part 8. In this video, excuse me, in this video we'll be completing issue 21 of the build. Grab yourself a coffee, sit back, relax and enjoy. So, just to recap, in issue 21 we put the pull-out basement together. And in this video, we'll be building a sofa. Let's just go through where we were. So we've done this, we've done all this. And so we'll be building most of the sofa until we get to this stage here. What the sofa will look like when it's finished, in an earlier build before I had the channel, I built these two chairs here. You see these two chairs. So what the sofa will look like, it will look like, let me just, there you go, it will look like a sofa version of these chairs. So let's put the magazine aside and get all the components out that we had. So this, I'm just going to go back and pull out all the components from the first this first section of the build. So we have that. So we've got this section here, this and this. We have this section, and then we have this we've got this wooden section here that will probably be important at some point. So these are the components. Let me just zoom in so we can actually see close up of what we have and what we're going to build. Okay, so we're going to start off with these two sections here. So we'll do our prep work. So we use our scalpel, where we will just cut the little nodes and separate. These are quite thick. Let me just, there's one. So we've got to go all the way down. We'll probably have to cut them, yeah, we have to cut them from both sides, which I didn't see. So there. Yeah, we just got to separate them from both sides, because I'll show you in a second. Whoop. Wow, that moved very quickly. See how thick it is there? See how thick we're cutting here? So I'm going to just cut through all these nodes on both sides, and it should separate, the pieces should start to separate. Right, try the other side. So that's been cut, that's been cut. Let's just see if we can push them. Let's peel these back a bit. Let's see if we can push these out now. They're very thick. Let's see. Yeah, there's something still holding them in place. Okay, come on, come on. Let's prise it out. Okay, there's one. There's two. See if we can just prise them out of their housings here. There is another one that's going to need sanding, and this final piece here from this block there. So that's, these out a little bit. These are, I think they're armrests for the sofa. Yeah. So we need to remove these now from the housing. Just give them a little clip. This is quite loosened, so it's a little bit easier to remove. There's another. So if I just push that one out. There. So that's our arms out. Now I don't know if they're all the same. I'll just check. So we've got 6 of them, and we'll probably use 3 on each side, I'm guessing. So they do all look the same. Well, those 2 look a bit different, so I'm going to keep them there and keep them 4 up there. And the next thing we have to do is divide this strip of wood. We've got to split it into 2, and as you can see there is a line there where we need to cut it. So I'm going to get my knife and just cut it in half on the line. Just wondering if it's, yeah, it's part, yeah, that's it, there we go. So we'll cut them in half there, those 2 there. Okay. So just checking to see if we've got any more. Okay. So we've got armrest Bs, top surface slope. Let me see. Just checking from the side. See, these all look the same, but I need to cut this excess off here. There we go. Okay, these all look the same. Position armrest B, part 8. So let's have a look. Armrest A and 2 armrest Bs. Yeah. So I'm thinking these are armrest A's. Sorry, B's. These are armrest B's, and these 4 here are armrest. Let's just check. So you get 4 armrest A's and you get 2 armrest B's. Yep, that's correct. So lay out the armrests as shown above. So our B's goes like that, there, and there. Let me just show on camera. So our armrest B's go there, then our armrest A's go here, here, here. I need to cut that. I need to trim that off. There's a scalpel here. Just need to trim that. Yep, there we go. There, that's how it looks there. So this top one here and this top one here, let's just move that. They're armrest B's, and these 4 down here are armrest B's. I'm glad I didn't get confused then. Grab your coffees, guys. Just trying to see what we have to do. Attach a strip to the right hand armrest. Okay. So left and right. So, and we have to distinguish from left and right as well. Armrest A, right armrest. Slope edge on the top side. So I'm just trying to work out how I can tell which is right and which is left. Well, if I've laid them like this, slope edge on top left. Slope edge. So because I've laid them like this, I'm assuming this is left and this is right. Slope edge on the top right, slope edge on top left. Bevel edge of strip this side down. Attach the strip to the right hand armrest, which is one of these. So this will be going. There is no this side down. So there is no okay. So if we split it there, beveled edge of the strip. So according to this, this goes here, inside there, this side down. No, I don't think it'll go that way. Looks like it goes flat ways. Yeah. So that goes in there, like so. Beveled edge of strip, this side down. Beveled edge. Okay, so that goes there. Attach a strip on the right hand. This is the right hand. So just checking, just having a look inside and just seeing. So that does sit in there like that. Okay. Sure. And we'll fix it in there with wood glue. Yep. So we'll get our wood glue out and a cocktail stick. Come on. The cocktail sticks are almost falling out of the bag. That's not good, guys. That's not good. Right. So, cocktail stick there. We'll get some glue and I'm just going to follow the instructions because I've never built a sofa thing before. Like I said, like I've shown you, I've built the chair thing before, but I haven't built a sofa one. So I'm going to put some glue in here, like that there. And I'm going to put this in here, there, and I'm just going to clean up some of that glue. I need to make sure that's pushed down there. There we go. That's it. It's cleaned up there. And then we've got to get the next armrest A, which is here. And we need to do the same. We need to put glue in there. So I've put some glue in the cocktail stick. Here. That's it. And then glue in inside again. There's like a little channel there, if you can see. There's a channel, so we're just going to put some glue inside that channel. Okay, here, there, and then I'm going to connect the next one in place, and that'll connect to both of these. I'm going to get another cocktail stick, and I'm just going to make sure it's pressed in place at all the edges. Okay, just clean the excess glue off. Yep. And then we've got to get one of our B's, which is this one on this side. And we need to put some glue in the channel, just like before. There. Because we need to create an armrest. Okay. And then this slot together like that. Let me just let's get the knife, just slot it in place there. So that's how it goes. I just want to slide that a little bit down. Okay. The slope edge on the right hand side must coincide with the beveled. Okay, so that is, just need to move it down a little bit. I know what I need to do. I need to pull that out quickly because I need to put it there, so it goes with the slope. So let me just put them back together. That slope needs to match that position there. Just make sure it fits so it's not sticking out. There we go. There we go. That's the first one. So I've got to do it all again. This is just checking. Checking that. Slope. Check it to see. So yeah, that's there. That's the right hand side. So I've got to do the left hand side now. So we've just got to repeat the process. So we start off with an A. So I'm just going to work out where the slope is going to be. So that slope needs to go that way around. Okay. Let me just tidy that up. Okay, so that's got to make sure that the flat end is on this side and the sloped end is on that side. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to add more glue in there. So we start off with one of our A's, put glue in the channel there, like that, and I need to turn that around that way. So the slope is going this way instead of this way. So let's pop that in there. That's the first one in. Add glue to the second A armrest. So the A's are the same. It's the B's where we get one of. So I'm going to put some glue in the channel there, like that, and then add this to the left hand side armrest. We just make sure it's all together. Okay. There. And then finally add some glue to the last of the B armrests. There's quite a bit on there actually. Might be I'll just put some on, not all of it, just some in the channel. Yeah, that's quite messy, but let me just see if I can clean that up there. Okay, so we put the B armrest, the final B armrest there, and then that angle that's like this goes all the way down there, and it matches the angle on the dowel in there. As you can see, it comes at an angle like that. Let me see. Yeah, it comes at an angle like that, and so does the little lighter piece of wood that's in there. So that is right and left. Let me just put that on there. And that's how we have. So this is. So it says this is right and this is left. Just checking, mine don't seem to be. Mine don't seem to be. Lined up properly. Let's check. Yeah, so oh, it's falling to bits. Hang on, let's just press it in place there. Okay, so see, that's right as far as I can see. That's not right. Don't know why though, because they're supposed to go this way, this way. See, that's correct because that slopes down there, but this one is supposed to slope that way, but it doesn't, and I don't know how I can do that. Just doing it that way. Okay. So that's a slope that way, and that's a slope that way. See, that's right. I'm very confused. Very confused now. Because if you turn it that way, they're both the same way. This slopes at the bottom, and this slopes at the top. I don't know how to fix that. I don't really know how to fix that. it probably doesn't matter. So we'll move on to the next section. So the next section we have to put together is the seating part of the sofa. So we get this piece here, which is the sofa. It's like the sofa base, and then this backrest here, and we attach them together. So you've got to remember there's an angle there, if you can see. Angles in like that. So when the backrest sits on it, the backrest angles back like that. So we need to put glue on here and then attach. And when attaching this to this section, this white part needs to be facing outwards, so that when it's together, these two pieces of wood are the same colour, and on the back you've got the white. So let's get some wood glue and a cocktail stick. See where my cocktail sticks are now. Right, so, and just make sure, if you look, you can see that you can see it. It is actually angled. It's angled like this. It's not straight. It's angled like that. So this backrest here actually sort of tips back a little bit, like it would on a sofa. So let me just put some glue directly onto this section here. And I'm going to spread it around with a cocktail stick. Make sure there's an even coat all the way across. There's quite a lot on there, so I'm just going to try and move it around. Okay. So remember, the white is on the outside, and we just need to join these two together like that. Like that there. I just want to make sure that they line up properly. Okay. I may not be able to remove this glue here. There's quite a lot of it. Let me just turn it around a little bit. Try and remove some of the glue because there's quite a lot. It's just there. Okay. So we need to make sure it's angled. Let me just reposition it so it sits at the bottom there. Just make sure it's flush and it's angled, which it is. Just make sure it's flush before it dries. There we go. There. And as you can see, it is angled slightly back. So what I want to do is I want to put it on something. Maybe I'll put it on the armrests to dry. Here and here. Sit it on the armrests so it's not touching this surface here. I'll give this surface a little wipe. And it's starting to take the shape of a sofa. Let me just put it in shot. There we go. And once we get the armrests on, which is the last part of issue 21, it will look more like a sofa. So I'm just checking that it's properly lined up now. Let me just check. I think it needs to move that way slightly. There we go. That's it. There we go. Just making sure it's flush on both sides. There, that's it. Shaking it. Yep, that's it. Just slid down a bit there. Let's just make sure it's flush there. I'm manhandling it a lot. I really don't want to. Ooh, it's sliding again. Let me just before it dries properly. There we go. See, that's where it is there. Okay, so I'm going to sit it on here to dry, and then when I come back, we'll see if the armrests work the way I want them to. I think I've an idea why they might not work, because of the angle of the back. The angle of the back here. Because it's angled, and it probably work. It's fine. So I'll come back once this is dry. This is dry now, as you can see, and as you can just see that it is tilted back slightly the way it's supposed to be. So the next thing we have to do is we have to put the arm rests on. So we need our wood glue again and a cocktail stick. So this arm goes here. So I'm going to put glue on this side here, and then I'm going to use the cocktail stick to put glue on this bottom bit. So I'm going to put glue on this side, and I'm going to use the cocktail stick to move the glue around. So I'm just going to put a good amount of glue there, and then I'm just going to move the glue around with the cocktail stick, making sure I've got enough to do with the underside, because those are the two sides that are going to touch the seating part of the sofa and the back of the sofa. So I'm just going to move it around a bit. There. So I'm going to put it in place there, and then push it back. Just going to hold it there so that it bonds to both sides. There. And then we do the same to the other side. So I've still got glue on this cocktail stick, so we just put some glue onto this side here. I'm going to need a bit more glue, so there we go. So I'm just going to put some glue on this side here. And then onto the underside as well. So just take some glue off there. And just make sure there's enough on the underside there. Okay. And then we have to place it like that. Making sure it's flush at the bottom. And I'm just going to hold it in place. Just give it enough time to bond together. there. And this is what we'll have. And that is starting to look like a sofa. So I'm going to leave that to dry. And as you can see, that's where we are at the moment. This finishes issue 21 of the build, and we will complete this in the next video. So I'd like to thank you for your company. I'll see you in the next video. Let me just zoom back into this so we can just have a good look. Stay creative.